Assalamu alaikum to you all. It is indeed an overwhelming gratitude and privilege to be having speak here today. Greetings from the high table, everybody around here. Over the week rather, I have been actually thinking if I could do justice to this piece, because the topic is very, very much diversified. It's very inclusive. So composing a piece that fit the topics, it really gives me a tough time. But then actually prepare something and then let's see how it's going to be. It insists on participation. And here it is. Education, then beyond all other devices of human origin, is a great equalizer of the condition of men, Horace men, 1848. For generations, we have known knowledge is infinite power, yet somehow we never question the keepers of the key, the guardians of information. Unfortunately, I have seen more dividing and conquering in this order of operation. A heinous miscalculations of reality. For some, the only difference between a classroom and a plantation is time. How many times must people meet feel like quotas, like tokens in quaint phrases, diversity, inclusions? There are days I feel like one, like only, a lonely blacksman in a broad patch of broken promises. But hey, I've always been a thorn in the side of injustice, disruptive, talkative, with a passion that transcends the confines of my consciousness. Bear your curriculum, bear your stand. I stand here, a manifestation of love and pain, with vain popular revolution. I am the strength truth that grows too ripe for the popular tree. I am a dream act, a dream defer, incarnate, a movement, an amalgam of memories Africa will not care to forget. So my past alone won't allow me to sit like my body cannot be contained. To educate requires Galileo-like patience. When I look at my student in the eye, all I see are constellations. If you take the time to connect the dot, you could pull out the true shape of that genius side in the darkest hour. I see them. Beneath their mischief exists an authentic frustration, an enslavement to a standard assessment. At the core, none of us were meant to be common. We are born to become it, darting across space and time, leaving our marks everything as we cross into everything. A creator is a reminder that something amazing happened right here, an indelible impact that shook up the world. Are we not astronomers searching for the next shooting stars? I teach in hope of turning context into telescope, tribulations into rockets, so that every child can see their potential from right where they stand. Injustice is telling them they are stars without acknowledging the night that surrounded them. Injustice is telling them education is the key while you continue to change the locks. Education is not great equalizer, rather it is a sleep that perceives the American dream. So wake up, lift up your voice until you feel every child broken sky. Wake up, so every child sees their potential, celestial potential from right where they stand. So no, together we can inspire galaxies of greatness for generations to come. So no, the sky is not the limit, it is just the beginning. Thank you.
Hello. I believe like young people have a lot to do when it comes to peace, cohesion, and society. What do you believe like the steps should be taken to make sure that we maintain peace in society? From our communities to the other level, from our societies to the community level.
Okay, thank you for that question. As a peace practitioner, what I know about peace first, before you maybe say like the youth have a role to play in peace, they should know what is peace. First and foremost is like peace. Peace in a short cut is harmony. But also peace is divided into two folds. You have negative peace and positive peace. Okay, you look at most of the countries will say we are in peace because it's the absence of guns or the barrel of guns like that. But no, it is deeper than that. Okay, poverty, lack of jobs, youths, is all triggers that can lead to conflict. So a country can be in those states like you could say Gambia. When you classify Gambia, one will say like it is a small nation in the mainland Africa, like in the west of Africa, and also it is one of the poorest countries in the world. So we will say that we are at harmony, as the saying goes. A nation that is hungry is an angry nation. That is something that we have to also consider. As a peace practitioner like Bara, the executive of the organization, is the one who invited me here. So we have been working together in different platforms, doing voluntary works, environmental challenge like that. And also you look at the Global Youth Parliament. Yes, he's like a good brother to me. So when I got this invitation, I said, oh, it's our area. This is what we advocate for, peace. So peace, now I will say like youth have a role to play in peace because we are the voice. Now you could see like all the speakers who spoke here rightly said that like we are the leaders of today and tomorrow. Like most of the time, if anyone on the stage will say like, oh, how to call it, youth are the leaders of tomorrow, I will always say, hell no, we are the leaders of today and tomorrow. Because when you look at any aspect, intellectual aspect, maybe physical, jobs or this and that, youths are representing us. So anything that you know, it is not represented by youth, and youths are not involved in, is right. I always say it is not for the youth. So our important roles in peace or maybe maintaining peace in a nation or anywhere we might find ourselves is first is our attitude. We should make sure that the way we behave is towards peace. So I always say this word, there is no way to peace, but peace is the only way. Yes. So we should be obedient. Also, we should also know the rule of laws, the laws of the nation, our do's and don'ts, and we abide by it. In that way, there will be no way that we can, how to call it, bring a lot, or maybe we'll be agents of conflict. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. My name is Abbas F. Sonko.
Miss, what is your name and what organization are you representing?
Okay, my name is Mansata Jabai, the Assistant Executive Director for Peace Gambia. Yeah. Today we held another edition, which is the second edition of the Dawda Kairaba Jawara National Peace Conference, which we held last year. It was a success. So we decided to do it again this year. This time around we have a bigger venue because the last time people expressed their interest to attend after seeing the news and then the publications of what we have done last year. Yeah.
So what inspired Peace Ambassador of the Gambia? Is it Peace Gambia to come up with this initiative?
Yeah, it is Peace Gambia. It is formed by vibrant youth of the Gambia who have thought it's necessary to come together and then fix the deteriorating condition of the Gambia, which is the lack of peace and then the disputes and violence that is happening in the Gambia. Because we may, then it is definitely that our peace is distorted. We have people have different views and ideologies, so we have to accept each and every opinion, each and every ideology. And then we have different tribes in the Gambia, we have different religions in the Gambia, and then the sets, different family backgrounds and businesses. So therefore we have to learn to accept each other as one. So that is what brought us as youths to come together and try to fix this. And then as we are so hopeful that it is going to be possible when us youths, because we have the highest percentage when it comes to age bracket in this country. So when we decided to come together and fix this, it is going to be possible. So that is why we have so many activities, though we have very little help from outside, but then we decided not to give up.
Great meeting conference today, bringing youths from different perspectives, from schools, out of school, and those that are in other enterprises that are different from what you are doing, And that is first and foremost to establish the diversity that you are talking about. Congratulations. I have listened carefully and I have taken some few notes just to reflect on. But before I do so, I just wanted to reflect and remind you of the purpose of this meeting. And that is, I'm sure you must have been told, but it is important in the field of education and knowledge sharing. You remind yourself of the purpose of why you are acting out and why you have come to such an august gathering to move this country and your agenda forward. It's very, very important because you are the leaders of today and tomorrow. I just want to quote from the concept, a beautiful concept paper that was written by the team of the Peace Gambia. And in the introduction, I just want to remind us of something. That is, Peace Gambia is a non-partisan, multi-ethnic, selfless-centered, and diversity-oriented organization compositely established with a resolute commitment to nurturing, building, promoting, and harnessing a peaceful Gambian society pillared on the acceptance of diversity, respect for human rights and democracy, all inclusivity, social cohesion, and the absence of ethnic sentimentalities in the drive to national goals. The organization is a firm believer that patriotism and nationalism are required to build a nation and a world where man's desire for satisfaction, observance of rule of law, and individual endeavors are consistent in the promotion of national world peace and security. So the main issue here is about peace and security, and that's the fundamental basis, I believe, why the Peace Gambia was created. And I think this has to be understood coming from the context that we have been analyzing. And I'm very pleased that this has been clearly spelled out in your introduction. At the same time, you were also referring to a role model, Gambia's pride, Gambia's hope, Gambia's father of the nation, who is Dawda Kairaba Jawara, who has nurtured peace, who has brought in peace and left it behind us for us to inherit and to be boasted of. It is our gas and oil, peace. He left something that is very key that the Gambia should uphold, and I want to thank you all for creating that role model that has brought us to this level, for us to emulate him, to bring it today in this second session that we are doing today, of which I am a witness. I am very lucky also to be present or to be part of those initiatives that have been promoting peace and building on the pillars that His Excellency President Jawara has laid down. As a young activist, attending some of the efforts that he has made, I am very proud today to stand here and join all of you for promoting that concept of peace. He worked for the nation, he was promoted peace. He was a peaceful negotiator during the 1990s, and his efforts in establishing peace and harmony among Gambians, promoting tolerance and an all-inclusive governance structure for Gambians is recognized. And for that matter, I want to say you are following the right trajectory and the right role model to promote peace, development, and democracy in the Gambia. Now, having said that, because in everything that we do, the world, all countries are evolving, and they have gone a long way. I have heard you talk about the trajectories and the histories of some of the issues by the erudite panelists, all of them young, highly educated, robust, and grounded in your analysis. I am very proud of you to see that. It means the struggles that all of us have been making, the struggles that people who started before you is gaining fruition, is gaining benefits, is coming out, and it's a great pride that I stand here today.
I am Nas Jovis, a poet, and at the same time a rapper too. But I'm here to recite a poem titled I Am the White Dove. I wrote this poem before the election, but due to some reason I could not release the poem. But Alhamdulillah, I released the poem some days before the parliamentary election, and then everything was successful. So I would like to take this opportunity and this platform to recite the poem. As you all know, the dove stands for peace. So that's why I named the poem, I Am the White Dove. And here it reads. Aljuma si takusan la dubu khalwa. Khalima si khalwa. Bismillah matambale. Wala dalin amin falen ko war jeexale. Laata ma yegg si jeexantal bi fa la ma barxam feeñ. Ne ma kañ nga may tën. Waxal askan bi may kan balaa ñu may wër. Picc mi di naaw jaamu la may woote bul sukki laa fam. Wàccal sa goon bul ko róbbu lekk yàppam. Bul ko xatal jaar si yàq lay fam. Lu réew mi dund moo ëpp at yu taxaw élection. Sànni karta bi yàggul jëlul ñaari fan. Jëla sa karta demal sànni du woon sànni xeer. Jiital la sa réew moo gën a yaatu jiital la sa xeet. Bay sa xel ñu naan réew mi aw ma si cofeel. Yeewul suba teel demal sànni karta balaa takku sànni teew. Toogal sa kër ñaanal réew mi yàlla jàmm yàgg fii. Du woon kaañu guerre taal fitna fii. réew mi soxlu coow wax ju bari daf koy handicapé ni basanta nañu bëggante ci biir ni Maria ak Jorge Major ak Joor Fajar ak Joor ku si ne na nga sol sa dàll jàmm ji fu ko yàlla di seddalee